What's up, guys? Welcome back to Just JP. My name is Justin, and today I'm getting into some Dead Can Dance with the song The Carnival Is Over. Now, Dead Can Dance is one of those groups that I have always enjoyed listening to, but I haven't listened to a ton of them. So for those of you that don't know, Dead Can Dance is an Australian-British musical project formed in 1981. They are described as dark wave, world music, art rock, avant-garde, gothic rock, and post-punk, a little bit of everything there. So I was first introduced to Dead Can Dance from their album Within the Realm of a Dying Sun. Awesome album, neoclassical kind of sound, very dark and brooding, but not like depressing. Awesome album, by the way. If you have not heard it, definitely check it out. It's just a beautiful, dark, classical album. So I have not heard this song, The Carnival Is Over, but it was apparently one of their popular songs, or at least more well-known songs. So of course, why not get into it? And super quickly, I think I've mentioned it on the videos before. I think I mentioned it on the Just JP video. But you may notice that on this channel, I don't rate songs like I do on JPMP. Now, why is that exactly? On this channel specifically, because it's more personal for me, and I just enjoy listening to music regardless of scores and stuff like that. I just wanted to use the time that I'm going to listen to music off camera, just do it pretty much in front of the camera. And I didn't want it to be so judgmental, for lack of a better word, because a lot of times the scores on the other channel got misskewed, and if we rated this song this way, then everybody hated it. If we rated this song this way, it's too much of that. I just wanted this to be very simple. I'll always bring out what I appreciate about the music, even if I don't really like it. And there's been a few songs on here that I really haven't liked that much, and I haven't gone back to, as I was honest in those videos. But I always strive for positivity on this channel. I always strive to appreciate music, because even if I'm not going to listen to maybe that specific song in my own time, I at least want to appreciate it, because I feel that every form of music can at least be appreciated to some degree. So I want to bring that positivity to this channel, that message to this channel, which is why simply at the end or somewhere during the ending part of the video, I'll say, yes, I would listen to this, or no, I wouldn't. Anyways, join me down in the comments below. Please let me know what you think of the song. Join me on Twitter if you're interested. And let's get into it. This is Dead Can Dance with The Carnival Is Over.
driven by a strange desire, unseen by the human eye. Someone's we sat and watched as the moon rose for the very first time.
I'm being 100% honest with you when I say that I absolutely love music like this. This is honestly, if I had to choose one genre to listen to, it would be something along these lines. Something along this intimate, neoclassical, slightly dark wave-ish, as it said, chamber pop, chamber folk. I love this type of music, from Dead Can Dance to David Sylvian to Scott Walker. This is what I love. I honestly really loved this. From the solemn opening to the way that the strings and the instruments build up, but never into an exhaustive kind of way. They never build up into something that's overblown or over the top. This song, while it has a slightly this song, while it has a slightly epic feel, never leaves the intimacy of like a small stage. I think it's Brandon. Is it Brandon Perry? Brendan Perry is the singer. I have always liked Brendan Perry's voice because it kind of reminds me of The Cure in the sense that it's dark and brooding, but his voice isn't dark and brooding. Like, he's not trying to be. He sounds more like a narrator to a story. He sounds more like he's just telling a story. And the theme may happen to be somewhat dark in a way, but he doesn't care one way or another. He's just telling it as it is. And I've always loved his voice. I guess there's an honesty to it. There's an honesty to it. It's human, which is interesting because he sings pretty much the same way with a few rises here and there, but he sings pretty streamlined. He's very even in his singing and his tone. But I think that that is his talent. And I think that's where he excels and where he really shows off what he does. Because in that range, in that tone, that's all he needs to do what he's trying to accomplish. It's a singer like David Sylvian, my favorite artist. Can he necessarily sing like a crazy range or anything like that? No. But with what range he does have, he expresses himself so well. Same thing here. Now, what I love is the way that the song opened up. You get the first element, these beautiful strings on the piano, or guitar rather. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this. Now, remember the song is called "The Carnival Is Over," right? So you're expecting, or I was expecting maybe, some sort of carnival-ish sounds, which we get, but listen to the way that they're done. This doesn't sound over dramatic or melodramatic in the way that it does this. With this, you get the carnival kind of sounds in your head, but it fits perfectly. And even throughout the song, we get more sprinklings of that.
The procession moves on, the shouting is over, the fabulous freaks are leaving town.
I love the strings so much in this song. I love everything about this song. You guys might not be able to hear it, honestly, on the speaker here. But when I don't want to say chorus, but when the drums first come in, there's a bass drum. And I love the way it's produced. Now, this may be my modern sensibilities kind of coming in, but it's a very deep bass sound. You're going to get a lot of sub with it, but it's the volume is lowered in it so that even though it's bassy, it doesn't overpower the rest of the song as a lot of modern music does with bass. It adds this slightly hypnotic kind of beat behind it. It starts at about 209 in the song if you want to go off and listen to that part on your own. But it adds just enough power to the rest of the song that it's perfect. Like I love that so much. Like I said, you're probably not going to hear it here, but definitely go check that on your own with some good headphones because there's a beautiful bass kick that's down there, or it could be toms. It could be really any sort of bass. Anyways, lyrically and story-wise. So immediately from the title, the carnival is over. Something fun is over. It opens up outside the storm clouds gathering, moving silently along the dusty boulevard, where flowers turn and crane their fragile necks, so they can in turn reach up and kiss the sky. So the storm clouds are gathering, there's an end of something, and it's moving along this dusty boulevard. And you can kind of imagine that after a carnival is packed up, it's funny how a carnival can transform a street into something that's bright, that's fun, pure joy, pure unadulterated joy. And then when they leave, all you're left with is like this dusty lot, this open plot of land. It's no longer transformed, it's just back to what it was. Something's missing now. There's a magic missing. And that's what we kind of get with the vision here. I remember when you held my hand in the park we would play when the circus came to town. Look over here. I really like the way that the song ends though. It ends with him speaking, and he says, "We sat and watched as the moon rose for the very first time." So that just drives home the point to an ending. If you see the moon rise for the first time, that means it's the first night that you've experienced, the first darkness that you've experienced. So this almost kind of comes across as a certain period in your life where everything is okay, everything is good, everything is bright, it's daytime, but then maybe something happens or you reach a certain age where you realize it's not all sunny. You're going to have night and day. So going by it, the ending of the carnival going away, the fun, it's kind of basically the end of innocence is kind of what I'm getting. The end of childhood, maybe. Or it could be something else, but that's kind of what I'm gathering from it. But I think it's very well made or very well written. And this was the part I did catch in the lyrics. So listen to how the verse changes. So I'm going to read the first verse and then the second verse. I love changes like this. Outside the storm clouds gathering, move silently along the dusty boulevard, where flowers turning crane their fragile necks, so they can in turn reach up and kiss the sky. Flowers, happy, positive, they're reaching up to kiss the sky, get sunlight, grow, happiness, right? The next verse, in that same line, or a few lines later, most of the lines are the same, but there are changes. Outside the circus gathering, move silently along the rain-swept boulevard. The procession moved on, the shouting is over, the fabulous freaks are leaving town. So now it's a procession, and when you think of a procession, you're typically thinking of funeral, death, once again, endings. So we see the change immediately in the story and the verses itself. So, Dead Can Dance, loved it. I love the message. I love the lyrics. I love the music. I literally like this song a lot. Please let me know what you guys thought of the song because I thought it was amazing. Join me on Twitter. Join me in the comments down below. Recommend me more stuff like this. I really do appreciate you guys watching me so much. It really does mean a lot to me. And maybe next video I'll finally finish the sangria. Bye.